Besties, today we are unboxing an iPhone 4S. This iPhone is about 13 years old. I believe it was released in October of 2011. I will go ahead and put it down when it was exactly released. But the fact that I got my hands on one after 13 years is an incredible blessing, and I'm so happy that I was able to finally get my hands on one. I've been wanting this phone since I was in 5th grade. It was way too outdated and the iPhone 6 was out. This iPhone was 3 years old and unfortunately Apple had discontinued it, but here we have it today in this USPS packaging. I did open it up and I might have done a little sneak peek because I really wanted to just have the feel and the belief that yes, it is legit, it is low-key an iPhone 4S. So besties, without further ado, if you enjoyed this video, please give a like, subscribe, turn the bell on for more notifications. Without further ado, let's check this out. Inside this big bag, which is insanely quite big, comes this small, teeny tiny little box that is all taped up, protecting my cutesy little iPhone 4S that is in here. Yes, I did get the iPhone 4S in 16 gigabytes. 16 is probably not that bad for the iPhone that is like 13 years old, because I don't think every picture in that time took up 1 gigabyte of your phone. As to how today they recommend that you don't even get the 128 gigabytes anymore and straight up start up with 256. I did go ahead and open up the phone. It comes really nicely wrapped and super organized box. If we also take a look, I love how entire charger thrown in this box with the lightning connector. I'm not exactly sure what this is called. Pouring on the phone, it literally takes like 15 seconds for it to realize that someone is still trying to use this phone today after 13 years, and that just because it's outdated does not mean it is not going to be loved. So let's go ahead and set this up real quick. As I do go to set it up, unfortunately, it is so outdated. You cannot connect it to Wi-Fi, but apparently if you connect it through iTunes on your computer, you can still get it to work. The only way I was able to find out that you can actually still connect it through iTunes is when I would go to set up the phone and it would decline the Wi-Fi. It would give me the option to connect it through iTunes, but I still was not sure what it had exactly meant. The third time, because I believe in third time is the charm, where I sat down with this phone again and I decided to connect it to Wi-Fi one more time, and unfortunately Wi-Fi still does not connect on this phone, which is so sad. So I decided that I'm gonna use the last solution, which is to connect it through iTunes. So I grabbed the charger for the iPhone 4S, and it was actually an iPad 3 charger that I was using in the scene because I accidentally threw out the iPhone 4S box in the recycle bin, and the charger was in it as well, and I had completely forgotten about it. So that was embarrassing as well, because how did I do that? As we take a look, I am downloading iTunes right here on my computer. As I do plug in the phone, it does have a sense that it is being connected onto the charger. So that's a good thing. It did not take a lot of time, so it was super fast. Thankfully, the computer also had an idea that it is connected to an iPhone, and this is my only hope. The phone automatically went away from the Wi-Fi page to the location services option. I was so nervous. I was literally thinking to myself, can I get this phone to work after 13 years? Yes, it was able to work, and I was able to actually unlock it and swipe through the apps, enjoy the phone for who it is. I love it so much. And no, you still cannot connect it to Wi-Fi. It also will not accept my Apple ID. So maybe I'm just putting that password in wrong, but I'll try to get it to my Apple ID again. Look at how adorable this phone is. I actually have some accessories coming in for this phone, because on camera, I took off this little screen protector that comes on the phone, but then I put it back on again because I don't want to damage the screen of it. I don't want to scratch it up. The back comes with nothing except for this little sticker right here, so I'm probably going to remove this as well as soon as my accessories come in. But besties, after 13 years, I finally got my hands on an iPhone 4S. I know I was excited about the hot pink iPhone 16 and then the other phones. This makes me more happy. One of the OG phones. I love it so much, and I'm so excited. I also am looking forward to unscrewing the bottom and taking off the back piece and then installing like a colored plate on here, because I remember that was a huge trend at that time. It was so sad that I was a second grader back then, or else I literally would have gotten this phone for myself. But yeah, lesson learned. You gotta manifest consistently and it will come true. It is pretty slow. I have noticed the animations are pretty slow. The update on this phone comes with iOS 8. That's why when it was connected to my computer, it kept asking me to upgrade it to iOS 9. I don't want to do that right now because I'm satisfied with the iOS 8 that comes on here, which is, I believe, a 10-year-old gap between the current iOS version, which is iOS 18. So pretty cool. I love it though. Look at how good this looks, you guys. Like, I love it so much. This one looks like that silver iPhone 12 Pro that I unboxed a long time ago. That was why I had got that phone as well, because that one and this one are so similar. I'm gonna get it real quick so I can show it to you guys. This one right here, the iPhone 12 Pro right here, and the iPhone 4S to the left of mine and to your right. Comparing to what we have now, we literally have just a big old screen at this point, as to where this one comes with so many details, like a home button and the entire white screen. That's what I like about the older phones of Apple, like the white ones, is the entire screen gives off so many details, like the camera, the front-facing camera right here, and then the sensor, I believe. It is some sort of a sensor, I'm not exactly sure. Guys, can we quickly take a listen to the old keyboard sound? The old vibrate sound and the old lock sound. Y'all, I know that we are such a lit generation today, but low-key, I really wish we could go back to this. If this phone was out, I would have chosen it over any phone that is out today. And I'm serious. I'm so serious. I love it so much. The battery does seem to die pretty fast. So last night it was at like 50% and I was using it before I went to bed, and I set an alarm on it. It never went off this morning, and I woke up at like 8:30. My class starts at 9 and I had half an hour to get ready. But then I woke up and realized that I had set my alarm on this phone and it did not go off at all. I had a 7:40 and 45 alarm, never went off. I go to turn the phone on, it was dead. So that is a little dangerous. I guess I have to keep this phone charged at all times and have to be really aware of the battery. But not everything is perfect. The phone comes in an amazing condition. There's no scratches, no damages whatsoever. The charging port is amazing. It's a little dusty. I'll take one of those like sprays and just like spray it out even more. I did actually do it the first day I plugged it in because I did notice there was a little yellow hair lint ball stuck in between the charging port, and I was like, no thank you. I did buy it off of eBay, and I had no idea that there would still be good conditioned 13-year-old phones. I'm gonna see if I can find more 4Ss that literally come in the box and see if I can unbox that one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a like, subscribe, turn the bell on for more notifications, and always remember, besties, each one of you low-key serve every single day, and I am so thankful that I was able to get to this level in my life. Let's see what other phones I can find on eBay that are of perfect condition and are one of my faves. So bye, see y'all later. I do believe Vampire Blood is pretty popular. Number 2, and my little sister had introduced me to this because she was always talking about it, so I figured I'll try one out as well. It is